What is up, guys, and welcome back to our Road Score Crew mode, number 18 with Sheffield United. And today, first up, we've got Brighton in a sim game, which obviously we will sim it, and in the end, you will see we win. But last episode, now we did all right. We had Hamburg in the Europa League. We also had the other side, Utrecht, in the Europa League, and then we had a Middlesbrough away. Now we beat Middlesbrough in the league, and that was away at their stadium, the Riverside Stadium. So we did quite well in that aspect. We also beat Utrecht. They're a Dutch team. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but they spell it kind of that way. But yeah, we beat them 1-0. But in the end, our first game was against Hamburg, and we actually lost. So I was hoping for a bit of revenge here. We're actually at their stadium this time. What's actually on FIFA, which I think it's been on FIFA for quite a while now, though, hasn't it? But yeah, I mean, so far in the Europa League, we're on 4 points out of 3 games, so we're not doing too bad. We drew against Ghent, lost against Hamburg, and then won Utrecht. So 4 points so far. I think Hamburg are on maybe 6. And then Ghent are on 5. So it's very tight. I think Utrecht are just completely out of it, to be fair. But, we kind of needed to win this game, or at least get a draw to kind of keep competing. Because the thing is, going into the Europa League and going into this season now, thinking, right, so I don't see us qualifying. It's just, one of those things. We're a championship side. We're nowhere near the quality yet of Hamburg or even Ghent, to be fair, and maybe Utrecht as well. They've probably got a better side than us. But going into it, I didn't expect to do really good in the Europa League. But we've done a bit better than I expected. Sorry. Like I said, we've won 1 game, drew 1, and lost 1. But anyway, Hamburg was obviously the first game in this episode. Took a 1-0 lead. Mark Dunn actually got a header. Then it was that guy again, Lasogga. I'm not kidding you. He's such a hard player to play against. He gets a good goal. Well, it was a bit of a crap goal, to be fair, which I thought it was quite kind of crap to concede. But we're there again. I mean, he's got an absolute banger in the reverse fixture. So very annoying there. Pierre and Mikel Lasogga. Yeah, he's just a really good player, guys. And the thing is, I won't buy him when we get to be able to buy him. But he's just a really good player. He played well in the other game, and he's played him well in this game as well. But anyway, Hamburg had another chance. Luckily, we saved it. The thing is, the chances that they had wasn't that good. A lot of them were straight at the goalkeeper. It's just when bloody Lasogga got on the ball, he was basically the size and the difference. Look at that. He made it 2-1. Great cross in there, back post. No one really marking him though, which I thought was a bit crap. And in the end, had a free header. I mean, the Dunn goal for us, he kind of leapt over a few players. But with that one, no one was challenging at the back post. No one was marking him, and he had a free header. So they go up 2-1, and I was thinking, right, we're out the Europa League. That's it. I brought Devante Cole on to see if he could bring a bit of pace to the side, and he did. Look at this run, and thank God he finds Lookman. Makes it 2-2, gives us a chance to maybe qualify for the Europa League. Next episode will be the last game of the Europa League, which will be against Ghent. And the thing is, we need to win that game or we won't go through. Simple as. So, so far, I think Hamburg's on 7, Ghent is on 6, and we're on 5. So, it's very, very tight. Hamburg, are probably going to go and win the group. It's just... There's the better side, the best side in the group, so they'll probably go win it, and then hopefully we can get a win, but it's going to be difficult. But like I said, we'll see what happens. Anyway, the last 2 games, which the first one will be against Burnley, weren't as good as the first one. They want goals, they want as much action, and to be fair, going away against Burnley, I'd take a point. They are second in the table at the moment, 3 points behind us, so the only thing I didn't want to do was lose, because then they would have obviously gained on us by a lot. So I would have accepted a draw, and to be fair, I mean, Devante Cole should have probably maybe scored here. The defender was pulling his shirt, so I think that's why he slowed him down a bit. And that's probably why he didn't score, actually. But, it's just one of those things. It was already half-time. Burnley, was actually really bad in this game. Defensively, they weren't actually that good. It's just Tom Heaton was on something else. Look at this. I mean, for some reason, Lavery didn't shoot in the first place when I told him to. But Tom Heaton, if it weren't for him, they would have lost about 5-0. He pulled off some ridiculous saves. He kept him in that game. and basically won them the points. So, you know, very disappointing to not obviously got the 3 points out of that game. But it got even worse, to be fair, because bloody Ruben Loftus-Cheek, one of my main young signings of the transfer window, he's now injured for 7 months. He tore his ACL, and it was actually in that game. Now, I brought him off, but it was only like a little bandage injury, so I didn't expect it to be a lot. But, you know, he's tore his ACL, and he's now at 7 months, so a bit gutting there. So, you know, we won't see him till probably the end of the season. Maybe he might show up for the last 2 games, but, you know, it's just one of those things that happens. Last season we didn't actually get a lot of injuries, which was good. But, you know, this season we're starting to pick up a few, and it's been a bit annoying, actually. You know, because now we're in the Europa League, last game. But, you know, like I was saying, it's just a bit crap because, you know, the thing is, being in the Europa League, I wouldn't say it's bad, but it's not good. Because the thing is, I have to play my second team a lot, and that's where, you know, you kind of pick up a few results, but not as well. You know, your second team is meant to be there to just play against the easier fixtures, and, you know, a lot of the time when I do play my second team, I don't pick up points. But anyway, last game of the episode was against Ghent, and this is a decisive one, guys. We had to win this game to progress into Europa League, and, you know, it didn't go well. Both teams didn't really play that well. Both teams played well defensively, but not really going attacking. No one really took the chances, and, you know, in the end, it actually drew the match. So, you know, we did lose. Well, we didn't lose, but we did draw, and that means we're out of the Europa League. Hamburg and Ghent will be progressing into the next round, whereas us and Utrecht will not. But, you know, it's just one of those things. Like I said, we're a little fish in a big pond. You know, we're not good enough yet. Hopefully next season when we get into the Premier League, because we are first at the moment in the table, we can obviously buy a few better players and maybe push for, you know, a Europa League spot in the first kind of season. But yeah, that's going to be it for this episode. And make sure you leave some comments about what players to buy in the transfer window, because obviously it's going to be in about 2 episodes, that, so, you know, just give me some options and I'll see what I can do. But anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the episode. If you have, please like and subscribe if you're new, and guys, I'll be seeing you later. Peace.